So the very first thing we need to do if a team is in fact what we want to be high performing is to have that common understanding of what the purpose is, followed by a commitment to contribute to the realization of that purpose. We also need to agree on the how of it. What's the strategy that we're going to use in order to fulfill that purpose? So those are, and communication, communication, communication. You can never say it too often. I would recommend that we start even before we get into the substantive work on formulating our charter by agreeing to some ground rules, some terms of engagement, right? So establishing that, we're going to be respectful of each other's opinions. You can challenge ideas, you can challenge concepts, you can challenge suggestions, but you do so in a way that's respectful and you're not challenging the person. Yes. You're challenging the ideas so that we can come up with the best possible solution. You as the leader set the framework in terms of how decisions will be made. So you're soliciting the input of everyone. But how will the decision be made? Is it going to be a consensus decision? Or will there be instances where you as the leader will have to exercise your prerogative to have the final say? Or are you going to defer to those who may have subject matter expertise related to the matter being determined? So before you get into any specific issue, set the framework. Because then if you start applying the framework and people are not going along with it, you say, hold on a minute. Remember, before we started dealing with this, we agreed this is the way that we were going to move forward. Are you prepared to stand by that commitment that you made? Right? And I mean, it's not a lot of people who will then admit, okay, no, I am going to breach my word now that I've already given it to you. If you are going to authentically engage your people in consultation, you have to be open, you have to be receptive to the possibility that they may bring something to the table that you have not considered.
Yes.
And that when they do so, you have to be willing to apply your mind to say, okay, how does this change what I may have had in mind prior to them sharing this? And the other thing, leaders need to eat last. What do I mean by that? If you want people to genuinely share their thoughts and their perspective, you have to withhold your own. And you may say, but I didn't tell them what, but the thing is, you may have insinuated it. You may have been sending off some signals. Examine it and see, okay, was I already telecasting what it is that I wanted the final to be? There's some stances where it won't be amenable to consultation because there's some situations where you have to be somewhat authoritarian.
Indeed.
So if there is an opportunity for you to genuinely consult, do so. And what you need to have in mind as a leader is what is the desired outcome? What are our success criteria here? And you share that, and then you solicit input on the how of it. This is what I need to accomplish, folks, or what we need to accomplish. What are your thoughts, suggestions, ideas in terms of how we can go about accomplishing this? And then hush and let them share. Don't say, here's what I think, because once you put your thoughts out there with the distance, they're not likely to feel free to share their thoughts unless they're in alignment, in sync with what you've already said. Acknowledge what you've heard from them. Comment, give genuine feedback on what they have shared so that they will see, okay, he really listened and heard because he's given me specific feedback on what I shared.